Hello there, how are you doing? Welcome back to Slam Motion. So guys, in today's video, we are going to discuss these reboots of film franchises were just too bad to watch. Are you guys excited? So let's get started. So keep up with me till the end. Comment right below this video, subscribe if you still haven't, and turn on the post notification for more videos. 7. 2015's Fantastic Four was a disaster in every sense of the word. Before the Marvel Cinematic Universe was even a thing, some fans may remember that Chris Evans made his first superhero debut as Human Torch or Johnny Storm alongside Jessica Alba and Ioan Gruffudd in the first ever Fantastic Four film. Now, the first Fantastic Four wasn't a piece of cinematic excellence by any means. It was just an enjoyable blockbuster that gave fans a proper introduction to the Marvel heroes, and it wasn't without its production troubles as well. However, the Fantastic Four reboot was a production nightmare that no one could have possibly expected. The film was just unwatchable, and pretty much every person on the cast never wants to speak of that movie again. Neither does Marvel in particular. With a newer reboot for the same franchise on its way, fans are saying that at least it can't get worse than the 2015 film. 6. Nobody asked for a remake of Footloose, and not many watched it anyway. The original cast of Footloose is one for the books. No one can ever forget Kevin Bacon in all his 80s glory. The musical film might have not been a critical hit when it first released in 1984, but it definitely stuck with fans for its killer moves, undeniable style, and its refreshing story, despite earning some backlash recently. What did not, however, stick with fans was the film's attempted remake back in 2011. Though the new film has a higher Rotten Tomatoes score than the old one, it surely doesn't stand the test of time as people hardly know that there is even a remake. 5. Terminator Genisys almost ruined Emilia Clarke's career. The Terminator franchise has been suffering for some time now due to plethora of factors. Ever since the days of Terminator Salvation and the sequel before that, Rise of the Machines, fans and critics seem to enjoy every movie less than the one before it, and disregarded every spin-off as throwaway. Terminator Genisys, however, was supposed to be different. Starring Game of Thrones Emilia Clarke, the movie was supposed to reintroduce Sarah Connor and kickstart the whole franchise again. What it did succeed to do, though, is run it even more into the ground. 4. Did fans really need another Ghostbuster? While the idea of an all-female Ghostbusters was originally welcomed by fans, when the movie itself came out, everyone immediately turned away from the screens. The movie caused such an uproar within fans and all who cherish this franchise that Sony announced that they've struck this 2016 film from Ghostbusters canon, basically as if it never existed. The only other Ghostbusters release after this film was 2021's Ghostbusters Afterlife starring Paul Rudd, which got decent reviews and made over $200 million in the box office. 3. The Mummy was fine on its own. Why a reboot? Brendan Fraser's The Mummy is a favorite for many fans, despite it losing some of its appeal after so many years. However, why did the franchise need rebooting? Fans don't know, but Universal executives do. The studio wished to create its own monsters universe and include Dracula, Frankenstein, and other fictional monsters. But after The Mummy underperformed even with Tom Cruise at the helm, the idea was scratched. 2. Ben-Hur is exactly why Academy Award-winning movies should never be remade. The original 1959 film Ben-Hur was an American religious epic film that was so iconic that it earned 12 Academy Award nominations and broke all records when it won 11 of those, losing only the Best Adapted Screenplay trophy. Was the 2016 version that good? Absolutely not. The film was critically panned and was a tragic box office flop. 1. Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull was just a disappointment. Indiana Jones is probably the most well-renowned adventure and action franchise in the world, and the legacy Steven Spielberg left behind in the original trilogy was hard to recreate. That was quite evident with the release of The Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, as there was an attempt to hand down Indy's hat to his son played by Shia LaBeouf. The movie was a staunch disappointment to dedicated fandom, when the visuals and story were very weak. The enemy literally was destroyed by too much knowledge, and it seemed like the actors were phoning it in. So guys, this was all about today's video. Share as much as you can, that really motivates us to create more content for you guys. With this, we end our video. Hope you liked the video.